and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sport Hub, the Friday edition. Yeah, my name is James Oluwadoroti Meremo. And quickly, here is a breaking news to all the Barcelona fans out there. Well, the news reaching me right now, the report reaching me right now is that Barcelona former coach Xavi Hernandez has been relieved of his duty, and Hansi Flick, former Bayern Munich coach, is on the sideline to replace him at his Camp Nou Spotify. Also talking about AC Milan had sacked their coach Steven Pioli after 2 years. 2 years after winning the Scudetto for them. Alright, the MPFL, talking about Nigeria Premier Football League, is back. Back on the horizon this weekend. This weekend, we will be witnessing all the 20 football clubs in action. Let's not forget at the moment, Enugu Rangers occupy the first position with 57 points. Remo Stars second with 56 points, just 1 point separating the first and the second. Eyimba International sit at the third position with 53 points. Shooting Stars, Oluyole Warrior, has 52 points. They are fourth on the table. Talking about the last three on the MPFL table. Aqua United sits 18th position with 37 points. Atland of Owerri sits 19th position behind 18th Aqua United with 29 points. Gombe United is at the bottom of the MPFL table with 25 position. All these 20 teams have played 32 games each, including Rivers United, that is currently on 9th position with 44 points. Now let's talk about the games that will be going there this weekend. Talking about the MPFL games. Okay, talking about week 3. All the games will be played at the same time. The kickoff time for all these games is the same, 4 p.m. across all the 10 matches that we played this weekend. Kickoff time is okay, except for Abia Warriors versus Eyimba. kick off by 4:15, and that of Plateau United and Niger Tornadoes that will kick off 2 p.m. The rest is 4 p.m. and all the games will be played next tomorrow on Sunday. All right, Plateau United will welcome Niger Tornadoes 2 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, the rest, talking about Kora United versus Remo Stars 4 p.m. on Sunday. Obi Stars versus Aqua United 4 p.m. on Sunday. Rivers United versus Sporting Lagos 4 p.m. on Sunday. Katsina United versus Shooting Stars, Oluyere Warriors 4 p.m. on Sunday. Enugu Rangers versus Baesa United 4 p.m. on Sunday. Rivers United versus Sporting Lagos 4 p.m. on Sunday. Sunshine Stars versus Bendel Insurance 4 p.m. on Sunday. Kano Pillars versus Doma United 4 p.m. on Sunday. Aslan versus Gombe United 4 p.m. on Sunday as well. The Yimba International will go all the way to Apia Warriors 4:15 p.m. on Sunday. That's the week 3 fixture. I'll repeat the fixture again tomorrow. Okay, talking about the President Federation Cup at the Women's Corner. Holders by Esa Queens we face Nasarawa Amazons in the round 16 of the Women's President Federation Cup. The encounter will be played at the Inamzi Azikwe Stadium, Enugu, on Wednesday. That is next week, Wednesday, the 29th of May. Last year's runner-up, Rivers United. Rivers Angels, I beg your pardon. Rivers Angels will lock on with Edo Queens at the Oka City Stadium. Alright, in other games, Atlant Queens will confront FC Robo Queens at the Stephen Keshi Stadium, Asaba, while Abia Angels tackle Niger Ratel at the Samuel Ogbemudia Stadium, Benin. Okay, here is the full fixture. Let me quickly give you the full fixture. But Esa Queens will take on Nasarawa Amazon. Abia Queens will take on Niger Ratels. Edo Queens versus Rivers Angels. Atlant Queens will take on Robo Queens. Ochun Babes versus Confluence Queens. Sunshine Queens versus Oni Badgers. Kwara United. Okay, Kwara ladies. Welcome Delta Queens. Danas ladies take on Remo Star ladies. That's the full fixture for the round of 16 for the President Federation Cup, the Women's Corner. Now let's talk about the men. Talking about the men's corner for the President Federation Cup, where the fixture for the round of 16 is out as well. Sunshine Stars and Rivers United will clash again. In the key fixture of the President Federation Cup round of 16, let's not forget that the two clubs recently met in the Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) with Sunshine Stars coming out top in the 1-0 win over Rivers United. Northwest rivals Katsina United and Kano Pillars will also clash in what is expected to be another fierce contest. In Lagos, Inter Lagos and Ikorodu City Football Club will face off in a local derby. In the other games, Shooting Stars will take on El Kanemi Warriors. Ora United will face Abia Warriors, while former champion Eyimba International will keep a date with Sokoto United. Let's talk about our national team, starting from the under-17. Then from there, we'll talk about the Super Eagles. Golden Eaglet head coach Manu Garba. Manu Garba has praised his players for their impressive performance in Thursday's encounter against Togo at the Wafu B Under-17 Championship. The Others took their place in the semi-final after a comfortable 3-0 victory over the Junior Hawks after Muiz Adeleke scored twice, with Rafa Adams also on target. Well, according to him, he says it was a good game for us. It was not because we scored 3 goals, but we played our best game so far. We could have scored more goals in that game as we dominated from start to finish. Says Manu Garba after the game. The Golden Eaglet will face Cote d'Ivoire in the semi-final on Saturday. The winner is guaranteed a ticket to next year's African Under-17 Cup of Nations. Concerning the news that I just read now, talking about the Wafu B Under-17 semi-final, there is a change of time. Yeah, there is a change of time. The second semi-final between Nigeria, the Golden Eaglet of Nigeria, and Ivory Coast is slated for 8 p.m. Ghana time. And in Nigeria, talking about Nigeria time, it's 9 p.m. The first semi-final between Ghana and Burkina Faso is at 5 p.m. Ghana time, 6 p.m. Nigeria time. But for our game, Nigeria, the Golden Eaglet of Nigeria, Ivory Coast, it's 9 p.m. Nigeria time. But in Ghana, it will be 8 p.m. According to the NFF, and also according to the NFF, according to the report from the NFF. Enugu Rangers General Manager Amobi Eziaku has laughed off a claim by former Warri Wolves chairman Moses Etu that he masterminded their ouster from the President Federation Cup by motivating Kwara United with cash ahead of Wednesday's round of 32 encounters at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Awka, Kwara, which the NNL side Warri Wolves 1-0 Enugu on Wednesday to reach the last 16 of the competition. Eziaku shared his displeasure in media in reaction to reports on a Facebook post by Etu. He is currently a senior special assistant of sport. Experienced centre-back Kenneth Omero, who is now the most senior member of the team, is also favoured to take up the role, talking about the captaincy role. The judge has, however, said he will allow players decide who will leave them. According to him, he says, it's not my responsibility to pick a captain. It is the responsibility of the team. People said Sunday Ulisse pick his captain, and Finidi George should do the same. It's not my responsibility to pick a captain. The players will choose the person they feel it's comfortable to lead them. They will decide who wears the captain's armband. Coach talking about Finidi George. He said this during his media tour. Well, in response to that news, some followers of Nigeria football have taken a swipe at the new head coach of the Super Eagles for asserting the oldest player will be made the captain of the team. But former Eyimba international coach, who was announced as the substantive handler of the team last week, made the assertion at Brila FM in continuation of his tour of media houses, like I said earlier. The former Nigeria winger said being the oldest player in the team was an age-old order. He had no plans of deviating from seniority. I decided the Super Eagles captaincy, and that will be maintained in my time as coach, he stated during his media talk. The decision doesn't sit with some concerned Nigerians who expressed their reservations in the comment section of the post on the Facebook page. Someone posted that since AFCON, according to him, he says, since AFCON, you people have been trying to remove Ekong, but thanks to the cry of good Nigerians, he got called back to the squad and did the unthinkable. Some members of the 94 set are stuck in the 90s. Maybe someone needs to remind Finidi George and his cohort that the football they played then is not the same now, and a lot has changed within and off the pitch. Thiago Silva is a senior player legend. He led from behind at Chelsea with young Reece James as captain, and Gayaga stepped in for most of the season. If Ekong is recovering and won't be available, Wilfred Ndidi will step in as captain and starter. Romero is not a starter. Argue sensibly. That was how you people locked the door on Leo Balogun for speaking up. But it sparked reactions with another handler suggesting that Finidi George move might create disharmony in camp. Okay, before we talk about other sports, let's talk about Ademola Lookman, Super Eagles head coach Finidi George, and the technical director of the Nigeria Football Federation, Osine Guafon, have heaped praises on Atalanta forward Ademola Lookman after scoring a historic hat-trick which fired his club to their first Europa triumph and first major title in 61 years. Ademola Lookman became the first man to score a hat-trick in the Europa League final on Wednesday as Atalanta shocked Bayer Leverkusen 3-0 to end the newly crowned German champions' 51-game unbeaten at the Dublin Arena. The Nigerian opened the scoring for Atalanta in the 12th minute and added a second 40 minutes later to secure a 2 lead into the break, while he sealed the win in the second half with another emphatic left-footed strike to make Atalanta the first Italian team to win the Europa League. Spurred by his heroics, Finidi George, who was recently unveiled by the NFF as the new head coach of the Super Eagles, drove the 26-year-old performance while also applauding his compatriot Victor Boniface and Nathan Teller, who featured for Leverkusen. Well, since his debut for the Super Eagles, Ademola Lookman has played 21 times for Nigeria, scoring 6 goals. Having grown to be one of the most influential members of the Super Eagles in 2 years, he is expected to be back in the team for next month's 2026 World Cup qualifiers against South Africa on the 7th of June. And also the Scorers of Benin on the 10th of June. Still talking about Ademola Lookman. Celtic boss Brendan Rodgers has shown his delightness towards Ademola Lookman. Celtic manager Brendan Rodgers was delighted to watch Ademola Lookman lift up a superb performance against Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday night. Lookman thrilled fans at the Aviva Stadium with a wonderful hat-trick in the Europa League final. Rodgers worked with Ademola Lookman at Leicester City during the 2021-2022 season. The winger netted 8 times in 42 outings during the loan stint. According to Brendan Rodgers, says what a professional he is, how he looks after himself, the extra work he does in training, those goals that he scored, he practiced those after training. He did always do extra finishing. His professionalism was unbelievable. And the only sad part for us was at the end of that season, we had a clause where we could have bought him for £14 million. But we did not activate the clause, says Brendan Rodgers, while showing his delightness for Ademola Lookman. Okay, quickly, let's talk about other sports. We'll come back to football on the following scene. Alright, welcome back. Talking about other sports, Nigeria women's table tennis icon Olufunke Oshonaike regrets the falling standard of sport in the country, sharing a display of in a chat with the media. The German-based multiple medalist regretted the dearth of quality players as compared to the past, citing Kadri Haruna as the only prominent Nigeria player. The record 7-time Olympian particularly bemoaned the death of female tennis players and called for sponsorship and exposure for aspiring players. He said table tennis has really gone down in Nigeria. As you know, the only name that has been talked about is Haruna Kadri. They had more names in the past that were reigning. There should be more champions. Apart from that, we don't really have female players that are so good anymore. We used to win 7 gold medals at African Games, but it's not hard to even win one. It happened during the last edition in Accra, Ghana. We need more funds, sponsors, more competition, and more exposure for the young ones. We need to build new female champions. Oshonaike, who recently clocked 50, bemoaned the death of quality female players in the country, calling on sponsors to help unearth more Oshonaike across the country and sectors, adding that she is doing her best to help revamp the sport, which is not enough. Well, still talking about tennis. But right now on the foreign scene, world number one Novak Djokovic beat Stalon Greskspor to advance to the semi-finals of the Geneva Open. On Thursday, Djokovic accepted a white card to the ATP 250 tournament in the hope of building momentum for the French Open, which starts on Sunday, that's next tomorrow. The 37-year-old claimed a 7-5-6-1 victory against his Dutch opponent and will face Czech Thomas Maak. In the last four, Djokovic saved first set point at 0-40 down in the 10th game before going on to break the world number 27 and then serve out the set. He found his groove in the second set, which lasted just 25 minutes, breaking serve 3 times to become the oldest semi-finalist in Geneva tournament history. The 24th Grand Slam champion will head to Roland Garros after his tournament in the hope of defending his French Open crown. The Serbian will start his campaign at the year's second Grand Slam against French wildcard pair Hugues Herbert. Djokovic is here to win a trophy in 2024. Rafael Nadal will start his French Open return and expected a farewell to the tournament. He has dominated in the first round match against German fourth seed Alexander Zverev. The Spanish tennis player who has won the men's title on the record 14 occasions plans to retire this year. Zverev, just 27 years of age, is one of the favorites for the title and chin up by winning the Italian Open last week. Britain's Andy Murray has also indicated he will call it a day in the coming month and start against fellow veteran Stan Wawrinka. Murray, just at 7 years of age, has only played on the Roland Garros clay once since 2017, losing resoundingly in the first round to Wawrinka 4 years ago. The Scotch returned for the final time after recovery from an ankle injury. Defending men's champion Novak Djokovic starts against French wildcard Pierre Herbert, while Iga Swiatek begins a bid for a third women's title in a row against qualifier or a lucky loser. The French Open, which is the second Grand Slam tournament of the season, starts on Sunday, the 26th of May. Alright, talking about Formula 1. Max Verstappen says this weekend Monaco Grand Prix will be one of the more difficult races for his Red Bull team. McLaren's Lando Norris has emerged as a major threat to the world champion in the past 2 events. The Briton taking his maiden win in Miami and finishing a close second in Imola on Sunday. Verstappen said, looking at the track layout, it's probably not going to be our best track just because our car normally struggles a bit over bumps and curves. Verstappen won in Monaco last year, but picked out Ferrari and McLaren as 2 teams to watch out for. After Miami, it was quite clear when we went into Imola that the gap between the teams had all closed up a bit. Even though Imola was probably also not our easiest weekend, for sure Monaco is always like that anyway. Overcoming adversity has been a central theme in Georgia Taylor Brown's journey, whether that's chasing Olympic gold or more important matters. The British triathlete was on crutches after injuries struck 11 weeks before Tokyo 2020 and amid the remnants of a tropical storm. A mid-race puncture dashed her hopes of gold. Remarkably, Taylor Brown recovered to achieve silver, and 4 days later helped Team Great Britain to a historic mixed relay gold.
Empire.
Alright, quickly, let's talk about boxing. Then we head back into football. The Boston Celtics took a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Final with a comfortable 126-110 win over the Indiana Pacers. After a below-par display in Game 1, the Celtics found their rhythm at the TD Garden as Jaylen Brown scored 40 points to equal his best in playoff game. Brown was left out of the All-NBA selection on Wednesday, with the 27-year-old failing to make a list of the league's top 15 players for the season. Brown, like I said, was left out of the All-NBA selection on Wednesday, with the 27-year-old failing to make a list of the league's top 15 players for the season, but he underlined his importance to the Celtics by top scoring against the Pacers, with Jesse Tatum and Derek White both contributing 23 points. The Pacers lost star player Tyrese Haliburton in the third quarter to a left hamstring injury. Haliburton, who had 10 points and 8 assists by the time he was forced off, missed 10 games in January with a similar injury. Pascal Siakam, who scored 28 points for Indiana, says Haliburton's potential absence cannot be allowed to distract the team in the best-of-7 series. The Pacers host Game 3 and 4 on Saturday and Monday, having won 11 straight games at home. The Dallas Mavericks led the Minnesota Timberwolves 1-0 in the Western Conference Final. Game 2 of that series is played on Friday. The winners will meet at the NBA Finals, and Game 1 will be Okay, let's head back to football. I'm talking about football. France's all-time top scorer, Olivier Giroud, said he will retire from international duty after the Euro 2024 Championship in Germany. The former Arsenal and Chelsea forward was named in
Empire.
by coach Didier Deschamps' provisional squad for the Euros. According to him, says, to be honest, this will be my last competition with Les Blues. Obviously, I'm going to miss a lot. Giroud told L'Equipe in an interview published on Thursday. But I think the French team will be over after the Euros. We need to make way for the youngsters. You also have to be careful not to have one season too many. You have to find the right balance. I've always said that I was going to stop when my body asked me to. I think I've got 2 good years left, but as far as the French team is concerned, I think that will be the end of it. This is the 37-year-old man talking about Olivier Giroud. France, who were knocked out by Switzerland in the last 16 of Euro 2020, has lifted the trophy in year 2000. They will face Austria in their Euros group. Their Euros group stage opening game on the 17th of June next month, while taking on the Netherlands and Poland. Asked if he had any objectives for the European Championship, Giroud said no. I don't. It is the desire to go as far as possible in the competition of this generation that drives me. Giroud, who leads the French football team with 57 goals in 131 appearances, will be out of contract in San Siro next month. He has, however, agreed to join the American Major League Soccer side, Los Angeles Football Club, after the Euros. The French striker failed to score despite playing 465 minutes across 6 matches as France won the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Okay, like I announced at the beginning of the show, that Stefano Pioli has been sacked as the head coach of AC Milan 2 after 2 years, that was 2 years after guiding them to the Serie A title. The Italian giant announced this on Friday, which is today. AC Milan said in a statement that Pioli was under contract until 2025, but will be departing after the end of the contract. Okay, after the end of the current season, rather. After the end of the current season, after having been in charge of the first team since October 2019, they will finish second this season, but way behind city rivals Inter Milan, who rub salt into the wounds. Okay, who rub salt into the wound after clinching the title by beating Pioli's men 2-1 by the end of April. Steven Pioli was hailed a hero in 2022 after delivering the once dominant force in Italian football, their first league title since 2011. He also guided them to last season's Champions League semi-final. The last time they had gone that far was 2006-2007 campaign, where they lost to Inter. However, an early exit from Champions League this term and failure to run Inter Milan a close range in the title race set the alarm bell. According to reports from the Italian media, Paulo Fonesca, the Portuguese coach, has been in charge of French club Lille for the last 2 seasons in line to take over. The Milan board made a warm tribute in a farewell statement to the 58-year-old Italian coach Pioli. But Stefano Pioli also expressed his gratitude to AC Milan for the opportunity to be part of the history of the glorious club, talking about AC Milan. Pioli, who numbers Lazio and Inter among the club, has formerly managed to thank the club and praised the unwavering dedication of its supporters. Real Madrid are considering Manchester City midfielder Rodri as a successor to the retiring Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos is set to retire after the upcoming European Championship. The 34-year-old celebrated as one of the top midfielders of his era, and will conclude his illustrious career after the Euro 2024 in Germany. His final club appearance will be the UEFA Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund at Wembley on the 1st of June. Rodri has been a key player for Manchester City since joining the club 4 years ago. The La Liga champions are keen on acquiring the 27-year-old, talking about Rodri. However, any transfer will be complex given Rodri's contract with City, which runs until 2027. Bayern Munich Joshua Kimmich is also being considered as an alternative. Manchester United captain Bruno Fernandes has joined the esteemed ranks of Cristiano Ronaldo and David De Gea as one of the few players to claim Matt Busby Player of the Year award 3 times. Fernandes previously secured the accolade in the season 2020-2021 season and also 2021-2022 season. Despite a challenging season under manager Erik ten Hag, 29-year-old midfielder has been a standout performer. Fernandes, who missed just 2 games due to injury during the 2023-2024 season, contributed 15 goals and 12 assists in 47 appearances across all competitions. The midfielder also earned the Player of the Month award twice in August and April. By winning this 3rd Matt Busby award, Fernandes joined the likes of Ronaldo and David De Gea, who have each won the honor 4 times. Bruno Fernandes received 40% of the vote, significantly outpacing fellow countryman Diogo Dalot, who garnered 20%. Like I said earlier, Barcelona manager was sacked at the early hours of today, talking about Xavi Hernandez. The Catalan club disclosed this in a statement via their website. The statement partly read today, Friday, FC Barcelona president Joan Laporta has informed Xavi Hernandez that he will not be continuing as first-team coach in the 2024-25 season. FC Barcelona wishes to thank Xavi for his work as coach as well as for his inimitable career as a player and as a team captain. He wishes him every future success in the world. Xavi Hernandez will be coaching the team for the last time in Sunday's game away to Sevilla. Real Madrid will be without Aurelio Tchouameni for next week's Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund. This was revealed by manager Carlo Ancelotti during a press conference today. According to Ancelotti, Aurelio Tchouameni is working to recover for the Euro. Tchouameni was injured in the second leg semi-final clash with Bayern Munich. According to an official statement, the 24-year-old suffered a stress injury to his left foot. The Frenchman had suffered a similar injury at the start of the season and will not be available for the final against Borussia Dortmund. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on the show. Quickly about Sport R for the day. Well, according to Andre Onana, and it took him 6 months to feel good at Manchester United. Ladies and gentlemen, join me again tomorrow from 9:30. From 9:30 to 2:30 for Sport R tomorrow. Okay, my name is James Oluwadurotimi Aremurada. Enjoy the rest of the day.
This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your #1 online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight.